Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going through my outerwear. As you would have seen in the title, I am clearing out my outerwear. It is suddenly so cold here in Toronto. It went from literally 30 degrees Celsius one day to 10 degrees Celsius the next. And it doesn't look like it's getting warm anytime soon again. So time to figure out which outerwear I'm keeping, which I'm getting rid of. And I thought it would be a fun thing to share with you guys. So I've got some of my jackets here. I'm going to go through them all, explain why I'm keeping or why I'm not keeping them. And that's it. So let's get started. The first jacket here I have on my rail is a new jacket to me. It is from Vans. I have it in a size small. This is definitely one of the coolest Vans apparel pieces I think I've ever gotten. It's this super beautiful black, almost denim canvas-like fabric with white contrast stitching, and it kind of fits like a typical denim jacket but a little bit maybe more square. I'll just throw it on to show you guys. So this is kind of the fit of it. It's got a really nice fit to it. I've only had the chance to wear it once, kind of on a summer evening, but I think if we have like a little bit of kind of middle range weather days, like maybe 15 degrees, this would be nice layered up a little bit or over a hoodie or whatever. But I do think it's super great cut, so I will definitely be hanging on to this one. The next jacket I have is another new one. This one is a Stussy jacket. Pat picked it up the other day for me at the Stussy archive sale, and it's a navy, which we both thought it was black, but it's a navy checkerboard, micro checkerboard kind of jacket. It is a little bit of an oversized fit, but I like that when it comes to outerwear because I do have the potential to layer underneath. And I also like when outerwear kind of just like hangs straight through the body, unless it's kind of made specifically to be tapered in at one point. But this is this guy. It's super lightweight, almost more, I'd say it's a little bit thicker than like a button-down shirt, but kind of almost on that level. But I'll definitely be keeping this one. So this one I would love to get your opinion on. This is a Prada baby pink, kind of, I guess it's their typical nylon jacket with a Prada patch right here. This one I bought secondhand from VSP here in Toronto. It looks like it originally had a belt, but they didn't have the belt kind of when I bought it. VSP didn't have the belt, so it was fine. I don't think I would end up wearing the belt because it hits right here, which would be cute if it like kind of peplum jacket, but just not my style. I kind of like it more like a Coach's jacket as is. So this is it. I really like this jacket a lot. I just don't wear it a ton. And I kind of set a rule for myself when I started buying designer pieces that I would hang on to them. I wouldn't sell them because they are such high quality pieces and they do come back around in style, or I may change my mind about them down the line and something I wasn't really wearing, I may start wearing again. But now I've come to this piece and I haven't really worn it, didn't wear it during the spring, probably haven't actually worn it in like a year and a half. But I do think it's really nice and it's really special. Pink is my favorite color, so I feel like I'm naturally drawn to pink, but I don't actually love pink clothing, as odd as that is. I prefer wearing like hot pink accessories, stuff like that, but I just don't know about this one. Let me know down below what you guys think, if I should keep, if I should sell. Anything that I do decide to sell from this video, I will be listing on my Depop. My account is RP Ramsdale. I'll link it down below as well, so you guys can check that out if you see something catches your eye. The next jacket I have is this denim jacket that I got from Paris. I bought it at a vintage shop, but I don't actually think it's vintage, but it was, I believe, to be inspired by the vintage Levi's jackets, kind of with the pleating sewn in here. I really do like denim jackets. I just don't wear them a ton. I'm maybe not a denim jacket person, which is hilarious because my mom always says how awful she looks in denim jackets, which isn't true. She looks great in denim jackets, but they're just not really her style. And I'm like, are they not my style either? I don't know. So this is this guy. I do really like it. It's not super fitted, but it's definitely like the perfect size. Like the buttons just reach. I have a little bit of room to layer underneath. And I am quite a fan of this, and I kind of think I've been holding on to it because I bought it in Paris. And if you've seen my bag collection video, I hang on to everything that I bought in Paris. But this one is really nice, and I feel like it is a good idea to have one denim jacket kind of in your collection. But I guess it only really stands true if you wear denim jackets regularly. Like maybe that doesn't count for me because I don't wear them. I don't know. So this one, potentially, possibly, gonna be on my Depop. Now, this is another denim jacket, but this is a Levi's Sherpa lined denim jacket. It originally came with like this big orange faux fur collar. I'll insert a photo of it here, but I can't find the collar for it right now. I think it's somewhere in my house. So this one is an oversized fit. It is Sherpa lined, like I said. I believe it's called like the trucker jacket. It's got some raw edges to it and no button on the cuff. I really love this jacket. As far as denim jackets go, this is definitely one that I would be more inclined to wear than the previous one that I showed you. I also totally forgot that I had this jacket until I just unpacked it, so I'm quite excited to have pulled it out. And this is kind of why this video is great to do, because I'm literally pulling out all my stuff and being like, oh yeah, this is awesome, I'm excited to wear this. Definitely keeping this one. I did buy this one off of the Levi's website, but they used to have it also available on Essence. If it's still around, I will definitely link it below. This next jacket is a shrimps jacket. This is a jacket that Pat bought me. He bought it from Nordstrom Rack, I believe. It has this faux fur yellow cheetah on the cuffs, and it also has an attachment to make the lapels faux fur cheetah. I'll insert a photo of it here because again, I can't find the faux fur attachment. It's somewhere in my house. I think it's probably just packed away with all my like scarves and hats and stuff. It is a faux leather jacket, and like I said, a faux fur. One of my favorite details is actually this little embroidery patch on the inside, just above or below the pocket here. I just think it's so cute, and it's like a little hidden surprise. But this jacket is an awesome fit, and it's definitely unique having like the faux fur option, and I just love the shine that it has. It's quite comfortable. I believe this was a UK 10, which is my size. It's not something I wear a ton because it is a little bit more statement-ish, but it is something that I love having, and it's super fun to style with. Another leather jacket. This one's actual leather. This is a shot jacket, and I picked this jacket up for a steal. So back in the day, I used to work at Urban Outfitters. I was a visual merchandiser there. When we would have items that would be on the floor for a really long time not selling, we would sometimes bump items from the floor just down into the back stock because we needed the room for the new items. So as you can imagine, this was like an $800 jacket. Not too many of them were selling. So at one point, someone made the decision to move them from the floor, which was fine. But then I guess they got missed during markdowns, and so they kept getting marked down because they weren't selling. And eventually somebody found them, and I believe they were marked down to around 200, and then there was an additional percentage off of sale. And so I ended up getting this jacket for like 150, and it is the most thick and beautiful leather, and just so heavy duty. I've had it for years. I used to wear it probably every day. I don't anymore, but I do throw it on every now and again. It's such a good fit. This one's a medium, so it's a little bit spacious, which I like because again, layering. As far as leather jackets go, I've owned a Macaj leather jacket before, which was beautiful, and the leather was so soft, but I actually kept ripping it. Like I would walk by something, and because the leather was quite thin and soft, it would catch on something and just tear holes in it, which was obviously devastating when you pay that amount for a leather jacket. So having something that is a little bit more durable is actually great for me because I am horrifically clumsy. The next leather jacket I have is actually more of a leather blazer. It is something I picked up recently in a thrift haul. I haven't even worn it yet. If you haven't seen my thrift haul, I'll link that down below. I grabbed a few pieces in that thrift haul that I'm going to be showing you guys today. And this one is a vintage Gap leather blazer. Like I said, I haven't worn it yet, so I don't have too much feedback on it, but I do think it's just like super cute. Leather blazers are super on trend for this season, so I think that this will be a nice piece to have, and I'm looking forward to wearing it. Another piece that is up for debate is this black like satin bomber jacket. This jacket's actually from the Gap. It's a Prima Loft jacket. It's got a little bit more of a cropped fit in a size small, and it just is like such a nice fit. It has the roll over like faux fur collar that can be rolled up and then zipped all the way up. Oh, I got my hair in the zipper. And it's super cozy and nice, and it's kind of like the perfect fall jacket because it is lightweight enough that you're not sweating to death, but because it is a Primaloft, it is pretty warm. I do really like this jacket, but I didn't get as much wear out of it last season as I did before then, which kind of makes me think maybe I should consider parting with it. I mean, it is super beautiful, but as you guys can see, I have all these other jackets that I'm hanging on to, so maybe this one will end up on my Depop. The next piece of outerwear, I don't know why I just took that off the hanger before showing you, is this Uniqlo U pea coat. I just picked this up last week, I believe, so this is definitely a piece I'm keeping. I did a Uniqlo U haul and review, so I won't talk too much about this, but I will link that video down below in case you want to check it out. But I wore this jacket for the first time today and I am obsessed with it. It is such an oversized fit, feels like such nice quality, and it's like warm but not like too warm. I just think this jacket looks so cool, styled, and I just think part of the reason why I love it is the fit. It is such a unique oversized fit, and I definitely love oversized clothing, so this one is sticking around. The next jacket I have here is my dad's high school football jacket. He went to York Mills Collegiate, and I've hung on to this jacket for, I don't even know how long. I think he gave it to me when I was like 14, and I'm 26 now, so for a long time. I feel like I started wearing this jacket more so a few years ago, but I have only really gotten into really oversized clothing more recently. So to me, like, this jacket doesn't even feel big, but it's definitely an oversized fit. But I just think it's really cool. We live around the corner from a vintage store, and they sell vintage clothing and furniture, and the owners of that shop always ask me about this jacket, and I think the guy owner is about the same age as my dad, and so their schools must have had like a rivalry, because he's always like poking fun at it being York Mills, and he would never dream of going to York Mills. Anyways, this is super cool. I'll obviously hang on to this jacket forever. I just like it a lot. Okay, I just gone ahead and refilled my rack with new jackets, so if it looks a little bit different, it is. This is the last batch of outerwear that I have, so start off. This is a vintage London fog trench coat. This is something I get so much use out of. It is my only raincoat, so I wear it like as a raincoat, and then just for layering. It is a petite size, so you can see that the wrists are a little bit short, and the cinched in belt actually hits me a little bit higher than my natural waistline, but that kind of doesn't bother me because I like, when layering, having my like sleeves coming out. If I have like a blazer or a sweater underneath, I like having that little bit of extra detail showing. This one I definitely bought from like Value Village or something, and I've had it for a few years now, and I get so much use out of. It washes well, you can wipe it clean, so definitely hanging on to this one. Another vintage London fog jacket I have is this brown jacket. I actually have no idea where I got this. I don't remember buying it, which is surprising for me because I usually always remember where I buy things. This one also claims to be weather wear, but I've never tested its like complete waterproofness. But I do love this jacket. It's the most beautiful brown. It has like a zip out wool layer on the inside. Oh no. It usually has a brown belt, but it's not attached to it, so it's probably somewhere in my apartment. I'll have to find it, but it usually cinches in. I'll insert a photo here of the jacket at its full belted cinched form because it's just beautiful, and it's definitely something I won't be getting rid of either because I do get a ton of wear out of this in the fall. Now this jacket is one I will probably get rid of, and that may surprise you because it's cheetah print. I'm literally wearing cheetah print pants right now, and I do love this jacket. I love the way it looks, but it's not super warm. It's pretty thin, and all the snaps have fallen off, so I can't actually do it up anymore, which it is super cute. Oh my god, this outfit together. So yeah, my initial instinct was to get rid of this one, maybe sell for super cheap or donate, but I don't know now. Looking at it, it's like very cute. There's not a lot of room like in the arms or anything, like I can't layer too much, so it's kind of a hard jacket to wear just because it's got to be the perfect weather where it's warm enough to just wear this and a t-shirt. You know what I mean? Let me know what you guys think, if this is cute. Here, let me put a photo in here so you guys can see it in all its glory. The next coat I have is this floor length black quilted, I don't even know what you want to call this. I really like this. I picked this up at a yard sale. It's super cute, like high collar. There seemed to have been a hood at one point, but no longer. Just kind of throw it on. This I initially bought as like the perfect dog park coat because it's cozy, it's got big pockets. You can just, with bust transfers in them, you can just kind of like throw it on and cover up your whole outfit and wear like a big toque and a scarf and go to the dog park. It's not super thick, but it definitely keeps you warm because you're covering pretty much your entire body. But I just don't know, I didn't wear it very much last year and I used to wear it a ton. I think I really like it because it goes like right down to my ankles and it is like perfect for that purpose if you want a jacket that goes right down to your ankles, and I do really like that, and I think that's the only reason really why I'm hanging on to it or wanting to hang on to it is because it is so long. The fact of the matter is I don't really wear it. I haven't really worn it in a while. I think it's nice, but it's not something I could see myself grabbing, so I'm gonna pass this on to a good home. The next jacket I have is another vintage oversized long jacket. This one is in an army green color. I believe I bought this from Black Market here in Toronto, which means it would be 10 bucks. It's again got like a removable wool lining in it. It says Misty Harbor, so I believe with a name like that, it would have been boat wear. It's super oversized. I can layer a ton under this. I think it looks really cool with like jeans and a boot. The pocket is filled with also garbage, but also all the buttons that have fallen off that I need to sew back on. I feel like that's such a common thing for me. All my buttons always fall off, especially vintage pieces. I think it's just super cool. This would be something more so that I'd grab to go to the dog park as opposed to the last jacket. I just feel like this one is, I don't even know, like it feels a little bit more modern. Not even modern, but just feels like more me, I guess, at the moment. So I'll probably hang on to this one. This coat, again, this is something that you would have seen if you had watched my most recent thrift haul. It is a faux leather snakeskin trench that is like lined, slightly lined, and I picked it up at Value Village for $21.99. It's got like a padded shoulder moment, feeling the 80s, but it's just super cool. I have yet to wear it, but I just think it's so great. But anyways, I just think it's super cool. It would kind of take the place of maybe like a long black jacket. This one I'm already getting quite warm because it is like a faux leather. It's essentially like a plastic jacket and it does have the lining. It is definitely a warm jacket. I need to take it off, but it is something that I am really excited to wear. I haven't worn it yet, like I said, but I will definitely be wearing shortly. This is just one of the thin Uniqlo puffers. I used to wear these coats a lot because they're quite thin and I could layer them super easily under other coats to kind of add that extra warmth. I think I'm actually going to get rid of this. It is a practical piece to have, but I didn't end up wearing it at all last season, and I know that this is something that I've like preached again and again to people about having one of these to keep warm, but I think I just don't wear it as much because of the high collar. If it had like the rolled under collar, like, or was collarless, I think it would be a little bit easier to wear because then you wouldn't have that extra collar sticking out, but I just don't end up grabbing this. So I think this is definitely a piece I could either sell for super cheap on Depop or just donate. Now this coat here is my Everlane puffer. This jacket I've had for a couple years now. The first season I got it, I wore it a ton. It's such a nice length. It's a really nice fit. It's quite warm. I do like it a lot, but last season I just didn't end up wearing it as much. So I think that this is something I'm gonna pass on. I do really like it. I do think it's a great fabric. It's worn really well. But yeah, it's something that I can't see myself just gravitating towards because I do like to have a little bit more fun with my outerwear now. I like something a little bit more bold. So really, like, I would grab my Gap Prima Loft jacket nowadays before I would grab this one because this one's a little bit more classic, a little bit more simple. And I don't think classic and simple are really words that describe my style. So now you guys may recognize this jacket. I'm going to say it was the jacket of last winter. It is the North Face Nuptse. I got so much use out of this jacket. I love it. It is so warm and so puffy and so great. This is the men's in yellow in a size small, which worked out to be a perfect size for me because it did come a little bit longer than the ladies' ones, which kept me extra warm, and I did have that little bit of extra space to layer underneath as needed. This jacket, because I recently bought the jacket I'm about to show you next. This jacket I am actually going to sell on my Depop. I've got a ton of good use out of this and I really love this jacket. And I had matching Nepsies last season, which was a lot of fun too. But I think that this is something I'm going to sell. I just feel like I'm not going to reach for it as much. And it's such a good jacket and such great quality that I think somebody else will, you know, enjoy it more than I would. But I can't recommend the North Face Nepsies enough. If I were to buy a new North Face Nepsie, I would buy the long all black Nepsie Duster, which is like the floor length one. And then that would kind of mix my like love of puffers and my love of floor length jackets. I've tried it on probably like 40 times and just haven't bought it. But that's the next North Face I would buy for sure. This next jacket was again in my last YouTube video, my Uniqlo U haul. So this is the Uniqlo U puffer jacket, or padded parka, I believe the online name is. It is a super oversized puffer jacket. It's got like the full like actual puffer style on the inside, but on the outside it's just a smooth fabric. I'm obsessed with this jacket. I'm so excited to wear it. I mean, I'm not excited for it to get super cold to need it, but I'm excited to wear it. It's got a super high collar and the hood comes down so you can like actually have it so it's just your eye showing, which is kind of perfect because we like sometimes need that in Canada. But I'm really excited to wear this. It comes like just almost to my knees, maybe 6 inches above my knees. So it's going to be something that definitely keeps me warm, and I'm just excited. It's a good fit. I mean, it's La Mer, so. And now on the end here, this pink pillowy goodness is my biannual brand jacket. Now, out of all my winter jackets, this has probably been the most worn. It is massive. It is like you're in a sleeping bag. And unfortunately, I don't think the brand exists anymore. If it does, I will definitely link it down below, let you guys know. But this is probably the best jacket ever because literally you're in a sleeping bag. And the hood is this big. It's so great. This one I'm 100% keeping. I'm probably going to keep it for a million more years because I love it so much. And I do wear it a ton. Now that is all the outerwear I have to show you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was entertaining for you to watch, see what I'm keeping, which is most pieces apparently. If you have any thoughts, feelings, feedback, please leave that down below. Otherwise, you can definitely check out the items I'm selling on my Depop. Again, I will link that right here. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, I will also link that right here. Otherwise, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.